Welcome back to another transformative session. Today, we're diving into a topic that has shaped lives and impacted relationships for generations: how to win friends and influence people. But what if we approached it through the lens of Stoicism? How does ancient wisdom blend with modern interpersonal success? Imagine cultivating relationships that are not only strong and meaningful, but also aligned with your deeper purpose. Imagine influencing others not through manipulation or force, but through integrity, wisdom, and calm resilience. In this episode, we'll explore 7 powerful strategies that help you win friends and influence people, using timeless Stoic principles. We're going to walk through each strategy, uncover the Stoic mindset behind it, and give you practical tools to begin applying them in your life today. It's about fostering connection and influence with grace, authenticity, and wisdom. So, whether you're looking to improve your personal relationships, strengthen professional bonds, or simply understand how to bring more meaningful connections into your life, stay with me. Let's discover how to win friends and influence people the Stoic way. Before we dive into the 7 ways to win friends and influence people, let's start with the foundational question: what are friends? In Stoic philosophy, friendships are not just about mutual benefit or convenience. They are about shared virtue, mutual growth, and the pursuit of wisdom. Friends, in the Stoic sense, are those who help us become better versions of ourselves, and in turn, we help them grow too. As Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood." For the Stoics, friendships are not just social relationships. They are ethical partnerships. They are built on trust, respect, and the shared journey towards self-mastery. Friends are not those who merely flatter us or support us in our vices, but those who challenge us, inspire us, and help us align our actions with our highest values. True friendship, in this sense, is an act of love, not romantic love, but a deeper, more enduring love based on mutual respect and the shared pursuit of a virtuous life. In modern society, friendships are often viewed through the lens of convenience, entertainment, or networking. But Stoicism invites us to look deeper. It asks us to consider the quality of our friendships and to approach them with intention, care, and a commitment to virtue. And when we think about influence, how we impact others and how others impact us, Stoicism offers a profound insight. True influence comes not from manipulation or control, but from living in accordance with our highest principles. It comes from embodying wisdom, courage, and integrity, which naturally inspire others to follow our lead. With this in mind, let's explore the 7 ways to win friends and influence people, grounded in Stoic philosophy. These are not just techniques for social success. They are pathways to deeper, more meaningful relationships rooted in mutual respect, authenticity, and virtue. The first way to win friends and influence people is to truly understand others before seeking to be understood yourself. Empathy is at the heart of all strong relationships, and in Stoicism, empathy is not just an emotional response. It's an intellectual discipline. The Stoics teach us to look at the world through the eyes of others, to understand their perspectives, their struggles, and their emotions. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, reminds us in his meditations to constantly think of the whole of humanity. By placing ourselves in others' shoes, we cultivate compassion and understanding, which are essential for building trust and connection. When you approach others with empathy, you show them that you truly see them, not just as a means to an end, but as valuable human beings with their own experiences, thoughts, and emotions. This builds a foundation of trust and respect, which is essential for any strong relationship. It also positions you as someone who is wise and thoughtful, someone who others naturally want to be around. And when it comes to influence, understanding others' needs, desires, and perspectives allows you to communicate more effectively and offer solutions that resonate with them on a deeper level. In practical terms, this means listening more than you speak. It means asking questions not just to gather information, but to truly understand what others are feeling and thinking. It means withholding judgment and criticism, and instead, seeking to understand the root of someone's behavior or opinion. In a world where everyone is eager to be heard, being the person who truly listens sets you apart and naturally draws people toward you. Empathy, in the Stoic sense, is not just about feelings. It's about understanding the nature of humanity. It's about recognizing that we are all interconnected, all striving, all facing challenges. When you approach others with this mindset, you create an atmosphere of mutual respect and openness, which is the foundation of lasting friendships and genuine influence. Humility is the second way to win friends and influence people. In our quest to influence others, it's easy to fall into the trap of trying to assert control or authority. But the Stoics remind us that true influence comes not from exerting power over others, but from leading by example. In the words of Epictetus, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Humility, in this sense, means recognizing that you don't have all the answers, that you're constantly learning and growing, just like everyone else. It means being willing to listen to others' opinions, to admit when you're wrong, and to approach life with a sense of openness and curiosity. When you practice humility, you show others that you respect their thoughts, their experiences, and their wisdom. This, in turn, makes people more open to listening to you because they don't feel threatened or belittled. Humility also involves leading by example. Instead of telling others what they should do, show them through your actions. If you want to inspire others to be more patient, be patient yourself. If you want to encourage others to be more disciplined, demonstrate discipline in your own life. When others see you living in alignment with your values, they are naturally drawn to you and are more likely to follow your lead. Influence is not about telling others what to do. It's about inspiring them to want to do better by seeing you live out your philosophy. The Stoic approach to humility also teaches us to detach from the need for external validation. When you are humble, you are not concerned with winning praise or recognition. You are focused on living in accordance with your values. This quiet confidence is magnetic, and it naturally draws people toward you. By practicing humility, you build deeper, more authentic connections, and your influence grows not through force, but through respect. The third principle is to find common ground with others. Stoicism teaches us that, at our core, we are all part of the same human family, connected by our shared experience of life's challenges and joys. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the idea that we are all part of the same whole, that we share a common nature. By focusing on what unites us, rather than what divides us, we can foster deeper, more meaningful connections. When you seek out common ground with others, you create a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. This doesn't mean you have to agree on everything, but it does mean finding points of connection, shared values, shared goals, or even shared challenges. When people feel that you understand and relate to them on a human level, they are more likely to trust you, to open up to you, and to be influenced by you. In practical terms, this might mean focusing on the things you have in common, rather than the things that divide you. It means being open to others' perspectives, even when they differ from your own. It means looking for the humanity in everyone you meet, recognizing that we are all striving, all facing challenges, and all seeking happiness in our own way. By focusing on this shared humanity, you build bridges, not walls, and create an environment where true connection and influence can flourish. In Stoic philosophy, finding common ground is also about understanding the nature of others. People are influenced not just by logic and reason, but by their emotions, their desires, and their fears. When you approach others with empathy and seek to understand these deeper layers, you can connect with them on a more meaningful level. And when people feel understood, they are more likely to be open to your influence. The fourth way to win friends and influence people is to cultivate patience. In today's fast-paced world, we often expect immediate results, whether it's in our personal relationships, our careers, or our efforts to influence others. But the Stoics teach us that true influence, like any meaningful endeavor, takes time. It's a process of gradual growth, of planting seeds and patiently tending them until they bloom. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of patience, reminding himself that nature does not rush, and neither should we. When it comes to building friendships and influencing others, patience is key. People are not always ready to change or be influenced the moment you meet them. They may need time to process your ideas, to observe your actions, or to overcome their own fears and resistance. By practicing patience, you show others that you are not trying to rush them or force them into anything. This creates a sense of trust and safety, which is essential for building strong relationships. It also allows you to stay calm and centered, even when things don't go as planned. The Stoics remind us that we cannot control the actions or thoughts of others. We can only control our own responses. By accepting this, we can approach others with patience, giving them the time and space they need to grow. In practical terms, this means being willing to let go of the need for immediate results. It means being consistent in your actions, showing up with integrity and kindness, even when you don't see immediate rewards. It means trusting that, in time, your efforts to build connections and influence others will bear fruit. And it means recognizing that every relationship is a journey, not a destination. Generosity is the fifth principle, and it's one of the most powerful ways to win friends and influence people. In Stoic philosophy, generosity is not just about giving material things. It's about giving your time, your attention, your wisdom, and your kindness. It's about contributing to the well-being of others without expecting anything in return. Epictetus reminds us that wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. When you are generous, you are showing others that you are not attached to material things or external validation. You give because it is in your nature to give, because you find joy in contributing to the lives of others. Generosity builds trust and goodwill, which are essential for any strong relationship. When you give without expecting anything in return, people are more likely to feel connected to you, to trust you, and to be open to your influence. Generosity is also a form of influence in itself. By giving freely, you inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of kindness and connection. In practical terms, this might mean offering help to a friend without expecting anything in return, sharing your knowledge or experience with others, or simply being present and attentive when someone needs to talk. Generosity, in the Stoic sense, is about being of service to others, contributing to their growth and well-being. It's about recognizing that we are all interconnected, and that by helping others, we are also helping ourselves. The sixth way to win friends and influence people is to show integrity in everything you do. For the Stoics, integrity is one of the highest virtues. It means living in alignment with your values, being honest, and staying true to your principles, even when it's difficult. When you live with integrity, people see that you are trustworthy, reliable, and consistent. This builds a strong foundation of respect, which is essential for any lasting relationship. In Stoic philosophy, integrity is about being true to yourself and to others. It's about acting in accordance with your highest values, even when no one is watching. It's about being honest in your words and actions, and not compromising your principles for the sake of convenience or gain. When you live with integrity, you naturally attract people who respect and admire you, and your influence grows because people trust you. In practical terms, this means being consistent in your actions, even when it's difficult. It means standing up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular. It means being honest with others, even when it's uncomfortable. And it means being true to your word, following through on your commitments, and living in a way that reflects your values. The final principle is detachment. In Stoic philosophy, detachment means letting go of the need to control others or the outcomes of your efforts. It's about recognizing that you can't force people to change or to be influenced by you. You can only offer your wisdom, your support, and your example, and then let go of the rest. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means understanding that you can't control everything and being at peace with that. It means focusing on your own actions, your own integrity, and your own growth, and trusting that, in time, others will be influenced by your example. Detachment allows you to stay calm and centered, even when things don't go as planned. It allows you to approach relationships and influence with a sense of freedom and ease, rather than frustration or control. In practical terms, This means letting go of the need to win every argument, to convince others to see things your way, or to have immediate results. It means focusing on your own actions and trusting that, over time, your influence will grow naturally. Detachment allows you to approach others with an open heart, without the pressure of needing them to respond in a certain way. We've explored the 7 ways to win friends and influence people, grounded in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. These principles, empathy, humility, common ground, patience, generosity, integrity, and detachment, are not just strategies for social success. They are pathways to deeper, more meaningful relationships. By practicing these principles in your daily life, you can build stronger connections, influence others with grace and wisdom, and live in alignment with your highest values. But remember, these principles are not just techniques to be used. They are ways of being. They require practice, patience, and intention. Start by focusing on one principle at a time, integrating it into your thoughts, actions, and interactions. As you do, you'll find that your relationships become richer, your influence more authentic, and your sense of peace and fulfillment deeper. Winning friends and influencing people is not about manipulation or control. It's about building trust, respect, and connection through the power of your character. By living in alignment with these Stoic principles, you can create a life of meaningful relationships, positive influence, and lasting fulfillment. As we close this session, I invite you to reflect on which of these principles resonated with you the most. How can you begin applying them in your life today? Remember, the journey of building meaningful relationships and influencing others is a lifelong practice. Be patient with yourself, and remember that true influence comes from living in alignment with your values. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to exploring more Stoic wisdom with you in the next episode.